First of all, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking your time to join us and participate in our student-led initiatives. On this day, we are coming together to learn more about how to make our schools a better and warmer environment, preventing school violence and bullying. Then, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, allow me to introduce to you ASEZ Star, which is a student volunteer group composed of members from the World Vision Society Church of God. Actually, this year marks the 60th year anniversary of the Church of God, which was founded in 1964 by Christ An-Sang-hong in South Korea. And to learn more about the mission of ASEZ Star, please welcome our ASEZ Star volunteer member, Samantha Vasquez.
Hello everyone, my name is Samantha and I'm very excited to be your presenter today. Before I start this presentation, I would like to ask everyone a question. Has anyone here ever heard of ASEZ Star before? A couple yes and a couple no. So for those of you who don't know what ASEZ Star is, I'll be telling you today. ASEZ stands for Save the Earth from A to Z, and STAR stands for Students Take Action Right Now.
Now that we all have a better understanding of ASEZ Star and the initiatives that we carry out, let's learn about the Good Student Campaign, which focuses on developing students' character. Please welcome our next presenters, Josiah Pinero and Ethan Cali, who will explain the Shoulder to Shoulder campaign aimed at combating school violence and bullying. Please welcome them with a round of applause.
Today we're coming together for something bigger than just a conversation.
That's right, Ethan. We're here to take real action against bullying and school violence.
This event is part of ASEZ Star's Shoulder to Shoulder campaign, a powerful initiative aimed at preventing school violence by building supportive, inclusive environments for students. Let's think about the power of words. Words can heal, encourage, and uplift, but they can also hinder, hurt, and harm. So I have a question for all of you guys here. Who here has been called harsh names repeatedly or felt isolated and shunned at one point? So today, let's make a pledge to be there for each other, to take bold action, and to become the change we want to see in our schools.
We invite you to join ASEZ Star's Shoulder to Shoulder campaign by becoming Talk Buddies and Walk Buddies. Let's commit to raising awareness, spreading positivity, and building a brighter, safer future for every student.
Thank you for being part of this movement and for standing with us to prevent bullying and violence in our schools.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will now get into our keynote speaker and panel discussion. Allow me to first introduce our keynote speaker, New York Secretary of State, Walter Mosley.
Yeah, I just want to thank the church for allowing me to be here. I want to obviously recognize this International Day of Tolerance. Obviously, I want to thank ASEZ Star for having this forum on anti-bullying. So this is a great start because when I look out here, I see my family. I see family members who are from all parts of the world, from all faiths, and I think this is where it begins.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's panel's discussion. My name is Urieli Taveras, and I'm very honored and privileged to be here amongst all of you to discuss on the issue of anti-bullying.
One of the main things that I do that I've learned from my many mentors in the district is greeting the children at the door. You need to be able to read the faces of the children as they're entering your door on a daily basis to see what's going on. I don't know what happened the night before. I don't know what happened on their way to school. I don't know who followed them on the way to school. Did they have breakfast? These are things that we need to see, but we have to be on the forefront for them to see us. I have nephews in the district that I work in. So I don't just talk about it, I work in it as well, and my family is also a part of it. And I ask my nephews every year, if something is going on, do you have one adult that you feel confident going to let them know that something's going on in the building? And if they cannot respond with an answer for me, we have not done our job.
If a bullying situation comes up, listening to the entire story from the student without like a judging first or trying to present some kind of solution in the moment, right? Just like a quick fix, right? Instead of trying to present a quick fix, really make a plan or really try to like walk with the students through each step of how they can overcome that problem.
Recognize the problem, then you have to take action, right? And the movement from step 1 to step 2 is sometimes difficult because it requires bravery, right? Because you're worried about that retaliation, all right? And nobody wants to be a tattletale. What you have to do is you have to look at the perception of it. Who's perceiving you as a tattletale? The bully. And we don't care what he thinks, right? What is the victim going to perceive you as if you take action? You're going to be their hero, right? That person stands up for them, that advocates for them, that, wins the day for them, right? And that's what, at the end of the day, you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, well, maybe I was a tattletale in somebody's eyes, but I was also a hero in somebody else's eyes, right? And that's, at the end of the day, when you go home as a police officer or a teacher or a principal or a politician, if you could win the day in that one person's eyes, then you've done the right thing.
So for us, it's all about education. So I go into the schools, I work with the young adults, I work with the students, the young people, but I also work with adults. So I work with folks from all ages because bullying happens in all ages, right? It's not just young people that are experiencing it, but the approach that we take is almost trying to prevent it. It's creating empathy, and it's creating the messaging that let's put ourselves in other people's shoes. Let's talk about the impact of jokes, where you think they're funny, but they're really not. Who are they really impacting, right? So the messaging that I am putting across is helping people understand that there are populations, there are folks who are targeted for being different, for speaking different, whether it's a different language, whether we have an accent, whether our hair looks different, we experience life differently. Right? So sometimes it's creating awareness amongst us so that folks understand that a lot of us, regardless of our age, regardless of our background of the school that we go to, that a lot of us are experiencing bullying.
Part in this event, it was really amazing because this is something that doesn't happen often. And the fact that I'm going to be able to be part of this change in our history, it's going to be amazing.
Well, I think programs like this are great. Anything where you can get the kids out and talking about an important subject like this, get their thoughts and opinions on it, get them to express themselves. I think it's all good stuff and it's important.
Best word I can say is inspirational. The fact that these kids are working so well together, they're from diverse backgrounds, and their main thing is they have respect for each other, their respect for their fellow man, and respect for the environment, because I've seen that when they've come into our town. So it's very inspiring, and it inspires me for the future.
I moved. I am almost moved to tears out of emotion of seeing how incredible the young people are of the ASEZ Star group. Their hard work really is so obvious and clear through their singing in the choir, the hosts, the questions, the moderator, and the presentations, but also getting to meet some of the young people where they asked me some really wonderful questions. They are so confident. You can tell how happy and joyful they are to be part of such an important group. So I'd love to see the love, the unity, and the confidence that is clearly being built here.
Amazing initiative that the youth put on, especially trying to build the community and engage. So overall, it's a very good awareness program. They did an amazing job. I understand that most people don't necessarily hear about stuff like this, but just your voice is being heard, and everything that you guys are doing is a positive reinforcement, especially for the community.
You know, I'm absolutely amazed at how many young kids are here. Well-spoken, talented, respectful kids. I think they're on a course here that's paved the way for, I think, worldwide. I think you're going to see them complete a wonderful mission, and I really appreciate it.